Okay, welcome back. Here is part two of the Secrets of the Millionaire Mind summary. And I'm going to be covering from pages 50 through 194. And I'm actually going to be breaking this video into two parts. So let's get into it. If you haven't watched the first part, the first 49 pages, go back to my YouTube channel. You'll find it right there. So here we go. Wealth Files, the 17 ways rich people think differently. Now, Eker outlines that 17 ways of wealth files that are distinguished the mindset and the behaviors of the wealthy from those of the poor or the middle class. Now, each file reveals the principle of aligning your thoughts and actions with financial success. Aligning your thoughts and actions with the financial success. So the mindset and the behaviors we're going to get into. So let's go into files 1 through 9, shifting your mindset. The rich people believe, I create my life. I create my life. Whether the individuals take full responsibility of the outcomes, they don't blame others for their circumstances. You hear a lot of people talk about, oh, the weather's bad or the economy is this, and they are focusing on external things that they cannot control. Now, the way to replace that is the action step is stopping the victim mentality and the ownership of your financial choices. So what can you control? You can control certain things like your body. You can control how you move your hands. You can control how you think. You can control your eyes, right? These are things we can control. We can control where we move, how we move our bodies and everything like else. But there's things you cannot control also. And the problem is, the poor people focus on what they can't control more than what they can. Let's move on. Rich people play to win. I love this. They set bold goals that take calculated risks. They don't just take risks like all over the thing. They try all kinds of things. No, they take calculated risks, while the poor individuals play defensively, avoiding risk. So think about it. When you're avoiding risk, in my opinion, that's the biggest risk because you don't move forward. You stay put. In fact, you go back because taxes and inflation will keep going up. Action is to focus on opportunities rather than fears. Both can't live in the same room. Think about it. How can you be positive and negative at the same time? You can't. So opportunities is what you want to focus on. Rich people commit to being wealthy. Wealthy is a priority, not a vague or a wish. Commitment drives action and persistence. Action, decide to achieve wealth and align your actions with your goals. So a lot of people say, I want to be, richer. I want to do this. I want to be healthier. Or I want to have a relationship. But when they talk about aligning their actions is going the other way. Therefore, they're never going to be wealthy. So it's very important to not to just focus on a vague wish. You want to put your wealth as your priority commitment. And when that happens, guess what happens? You tend to be in the right place at the right time. Rich people think big. I like this part. Wealthy individuals focus on creating a large-scale impact, while poor people, individuals, limit their vision to small goals. And I can understand why they do that. I did that because they don't want to fail. They say, oh, I can't do 20 push-ups. I'm going to focus on just doing 10 because they know the last time they did about 8 or 9. And so they only want to maybe keep it at that level because they're going to accomplish their goals. And they have a saying that I don't want to be disappointed. Well, I'll tell you what, I'd rather be disappointed at trying to achieve something big than to achieve something small and get it. What good is that, right? Staying at your goals. So you want to stretch your goals. Action, dream big, dream bigger than beyond your personal limitations. And this is very important. Sometimes we have to think that we have to say that, if I can't make that goal happen, why even set the goal? That's not the way rich people think. Rich people focus on opportunities. They maintain a positive outlook, seeking possibilities in every challenge. Poor people focus on obstacles. The action step is this: train your mind to focus on finding solutions and growth in adversity. And there's growth in adversity because anytime something starts to expand, think about what happens. There's a stretch. There's adversity. This is very important to note. The rich people admire wealthy individuals instead of resenting the rich they learned from, emulating them. Action steps is this: replace every envy with curiosity with adopting the habits of successful individuals. How do you create a habit? Well, first of all, one of the best ways to create a habit is to write down what is it that you're trying to change. What habit are you trying to replace, right? For example, if you are, let's say, biting nails, that's your habit. One of the ways to replace that is to think of a good habit. For example, waking up early in the morning, maybe that's something you'd like to do. That's a habit you can replace from something you don't want to do before, okay? Or for example, working out. That's a habit you can replace from something that's negative. Number 7, rich people associate with other successful people. This is important. Exposure to who you're at. I want to give you an example of an analogy of this. Think of a goldfish in an aquarium. Okay, so in order to change the quality of the life of the goldfish so it could be healthier, what do? You have to change the water, the surroundings. When you put fresh water, the goldfish is going to be healthier. If it stays in this cloggy water where there's, chemicals or things that are affecting the goldfish, it's going to affect it. So the surrounding is very important. They build supportive networks that inspire growth, unlike poor people who often surround themselves with negativity. So you want to build a community, build something around you that inspires you to be more successful. If you look at the office, for example, you'll see the office is behind me. There's books, there's awards, there's things that around me that make me feel inspired that I am successful already. So this is an example of exposing yourself to other people who are thinking like you. So this is very important. If you hang around people who have a cold, what happens? You catch a cold, right? The action step is this: seek out mentors that are like-minded. Surround yourself with them, success-oriented peers. Number 9, rich people are willing to promote themselves. Wealthy individuals understand that the value of bringing out they aren't shy about showcasing it. And you want to showcase it in a way where you're not like showing off, right? You're showcasing in a way where you want the other person or the other party to feel that they can do it too. That's one of the ways to promote yourself in a way where you can put them in a position where you're the leader and they can also be the leader. Action steps: embracing self-promotion as a tool, sharing your value in the world. Just like I'm sharing some value here, you know that implementing this information is going to make you a better person. Number 9, rich people are bigger than their problems. I love this. They feel challenges as opportunities for growth, while poor people feel overwhelmed by difficulty. So when I have people telling me, wow, there's a lot of stuff, this is overwhelming, that's telling me that their capacity is overwhelming. Overwhelming is an example of have a gas tank in your car. What happens when you fill it up past the limit? It overflows, it overwhelms it. You want to imagine that you have a huge gas tank. You have the capability of absorbing so much knowledge, like you're a huge computer that even downloading so much information doesn't overwhelm you. You can handle it. So think in abundance. Think that you have that capacity. The action step is being resilient and problem-solving skills to overcome obstacles. I love this. When you have a skill, nothing bothers you in that arena. So for example, if you know how to box, you're a professional boxer, you're going to face another boxer, you don't feel overwhelmed. You don't feel like, oh, it's no problem. You have confidence because you have been practicing. You know the skills of how to box. You know how to move. You already have done that a million times in your mind, and maybe you've done it in the past experience. So action step is building resilience to problem-solving skills. Let's go to the next video, which I'm going to talk about next. In the meantime, make sure you subscribe and share this video. Put all the good YouTube stuff that you always do, and I will speak to you again. Make it a great day. Take care.